Good morning, Paul Georgie from Allendale. It's September 16th, Friday morning, and thank goodness for that. We've had a pretty hard down week this week in the grains. Corn, I was just doing some calculations here. As of last night's close, corn was down 35.5 cents. November beans down 68 cents for the week. So a bounce today would not be out of the question. We need a little bit of short covering here is what we've seen overnight. That seems to be carrying over here into the morning session and that type of attitude. Although the outside markets, which has been the impact and reason for the downward pressure, I believe, in the grains here for the week, is not giving us any help right now. We got the dollar down 45, crude down, or the dollar is up 45, crude down 80. Gold is up $13, and the stock indexes are all lower at this time. So the big question today is, will the funds or the liquidation from large players in the market come in and do some more selling here? The talk was that it was from some European bank that had wanted to get out of the commodity business, reduce risk in the commodity markets because of their risk with the Greek debt was the reason for the selling. Also, yesterday's concern was that with UBS's rogue trader losses of $2 billion, that they were liquidating their commodity portfolio in order to reduce risk and raise capital. So those are stories. We have no way of substantiating those stories because we're not clearing the trade. So it's just talk at this point in time. But where there's smoke, many times there's fire. The weather conditions this morning, we did have some frost, again, way up in the northern portions of the U.S. and the Midwest. We had North Dakota, Minnesota, Wisconsin, and Michigan had touches of frost here, but cloud cover protected a lot of the Midwest from these cold temperatures, although we did see temperatures in the mid-40s here in northern Illinois overnight. We are getting some rain currently in Oklahoma. The hard wheat areas, the planting progress there, certainly beneficial for those that are getting it. It looks like it's not a widespread coverage of the southern plains, but over the next couple days, it appears like they should get anywhere from a quarter to possibly as high as 2 inches in some areas. So those definitely will be beneficial for winter wheat plantings and growth here in the short term. FSA did release the prevented planting numbers yesterday. We've seen some increases in the prevented planting in wheat, some in soybeans and corn as well, but not quite as much as trade was looking for. Although, after saying that, the bottom line there is it really doesn't have a big impact on the market, on the final numbers that the USDA puts out as far as planting as of corn, soybeans, and wheat, because it's just the insured acres and not necessarily all acres of corn, because some producers don't use that program. In the livestock trade, we got the cutout values there were mixed. Choice up 63, select down 49, and we had pork cutout down slightly at 50 cents lower. Some impacts to that market is showing that the egg sets yesterday was released down 9% for this time compared to this time a year ago, and chick placements were down 6%. This is certainly supportive to pork prices, and pork prices down the road, especially when you see that the meat competition numbers are dropping, and also it affects the grain traders' attitudes to show us that we are actually reducing demand, because these numbers about 6 to 8 weeks from now are going to be impacting overall corn usage and soybean meal consumption during that period of time. Livestock markets on the futures contracts, we got hog prices higher here overnight. They continue to grind higher in their recent uptrend. Cattle prices, however, we've seen a big divergence yesterday where we started out strong and then ended sharply lower. That could be affected because of cash prices. The packers have not been very aggressive. Many thought that, well, they're going to have to come out and bid higher this week. There was a few cattle traded yesterday at unchanged at 118, and bids continue to drift a little bit from that point, and we'll see where they actually trade here today. They should come in and clean up some numbers here sometime today anyway in the feedlot area. So those are things we'll be monitoring here at Allendale. We wish that if you got any questions, give us a call, 800-262-7538, or check us out on the web. Go to the Allendale Research Center. We've got a lot of information there that can help you maneuver through these very volatile times in the market. So we wish everybody a very successful trading day and safe weekend. I'll talk to you on Monday morning. Thank you.